Good morning, everyone. I do apologize for the background noise. It is morning, but I really felt like I had to come out here. Now, my phone has a square right here with the sun next to it that's focusing on something, okay? Don't know what that might mean, but had a little bit of a download, and the reason why I haven't been posting quite a bit lately is because there was a few things I needed to learn before I could get this out. So the things that I want to touch on today is levels and depths to your awakening. I feel like this collective, if you are watching this, you are going through a time of unlearning and remembering why you were here. You are unlearning all the things that you had sort of had to learn maybe whilst in survival mode. It could be from childhood, but it's like you're unlearning all these things now while in the process of remembering. Okay, so it's really important to be very kind to yourself during this time. You may have a bit, like I can feel a bit of like anger and frustration arising right now, but you also, they're saying to keep in mind that with the anger and the frustration to not sort of project that, because it's not the person's or the people's fault necessarily to why you were treated the way you were. Okay, it might have stemmed down generations to generations, but you just happened to be the one to change it. So that was a message in itself right there. I will pull some cards from the Psychic Tarot Heart deck because I feel like a lot of it's to do with heart chakra opening, as well as sort of syncing the mind and the heart, because the heart knows. I'm thinking that maybe the background noise, it could be like distractions, like maybe you have been faced with a lot of distractions. I'm hearing a lot of tests and trials, and that tests and trials are a part of that, right? So I'm just going to keep trying to push through this and try not to get distracted, okay? So levels and depths. So I saw like 4 stages. I saw it as like a circle, right? I'm going to quickly draw this. The first stage is conscious, right? So the things that we are aware of, okay? I can also see that one right now. They're making me draw this as like in brackets, me. So things that maybe you put to your identity is what I get there. And then we've got the subconscious, and they're making me write this as unconscious as well. Okay, I'm not spelling all this right because I'm just quickly jotting it down. Okay, so subconscious and conscious. So they're gonna put that as hidden, right? So they writing me right hidden here. So hidden, I'm also seeing moon for that as well. So like the moon card. I'm getting programming, subconscious programmings, things like that as well. And then the next step was realizing that it is all energy. Okay, this is like they're showing me as stages of like awakening. I had also learned this as I was doing one of the light work acceleration things with Edward Mannix. So that's maybe something you might want to look into as well. There's very powerful tools within that. But it kind of triggered me to remember. And then so it's going from conscious to unconscious, right? So you've consciously shift the things that you were consciously thinking, but now it's like the unconscious or subconscious, and maybe a few of you have already done that. A lot of ways that you can help with that is writing. So like maybe write down the things that are frustrating you, things that you don't like, and maybe ask your higher self why that is there, and you might get through some of the subconscious and unconscious programmings that were I always keep pointing to the back of your mind because I feel like that's where the subconscious is. So the hidden things, I'm also getting omens as well as I'm writing this. Owls, hawks, birds in general. But then, so conscious to subconscious to realizing that it all is energy, and fluidity is what I'm getting here as well. Then from the energy to fluidity is the karma. Now my confirmation for when I asked is the karma, the things that we consciously or unconsciously punish ourselves through. I'm seeing like two of swords. So, but I'm getting self-imposed imprisonment of your own mind. Okay, that's what I'm sort of picking up here. And the karma to it is, let me have a look. I wrote down yesterday when I was going through this. Another thing for the karma is realizing that you are consciousness. So I'm putting I am consciousness here. Okay, I feel like I'm learning with you guys right now, so that's cool. I'm not going to say that I'm some guru or anything like that, okay? I am someone on a spiritual path who is learning and teaching what I find, okay? So, for me, I put karma, past / punishing self. So this doesn't necessarily have to be past lives, but past lives do have a thing to do with this as well. But also this life, maybe from childhood, how you've been punishing yourself. So they want me to share my story real quick from my childhood to now. So when I was a kid, I remember with my gifts, so being misunderstood. And it's not anyone's fault. It's just, you know, the way it is. It was for me. And I remember the specific moment when I was a child. I think I was about 7 or 8, and I grabbed my gifts and I shoved them so far down. I know I've said this before, but I shoved them so far down to the point where I actually forgot, and I was punishing myself by when these things tried to come up and come out when I was younger. I punished myself by not allowing it to come out because of the reactions of other people. Now you are being called to release that and drop the karma when it comes to other people, because right now it is about you. And I know for this type of collective it's going to be hard. It might be hard, okay? But it's up to you. It's all individual, okay? So it might be a little bit strange at the start to try and put the focus back onto you, but you need this right now because you need to remember, okay? You got to unlearn and remember. So what I got from the karma and the whole point of why I shared that point of shoving my gifts down is because this is the part that I am now currently unlearning, is the ways of my gifts where they come out, the reactions of other people. There was a bit of fear attached to that. There was also a lot of, oh my God, I'm doing the wrong thing, or I'm getting in trouble. Okay, this is my child mentality, okay, from what I had to do in order to, I guess, survive or get through. It's when I put myself into about that, guys. I'm gonna have to try and quickly recap that because I'm gonna have to edit that out of the video. So as I was saying, something to do with my childhood. Okay, this is just an example, okay? So Spirit wants you to use my videos as an intuitive exercise. So take how it resonates with you, okay? So with the whole childhood thing, shoving the gifts down, now coming to unlearning all these patterns, to re-remembering why we're here, re-remembering your soul, why remembering what you came here for. So the last thing I think I spoke about before that video cut out was about when and how I shoved it down, the feelings of I'm not doing the right thing when it comes to doing and using my gifts. But that's obviously from survival to thrive. Okay, they're asking me to move forward from that. They're also coming into ancestors here. So I feel like, I've got ancestor warning, spiritual hygiene is what I've written down. So a lot of you, or some of you, and I'm in the same boat, I have done this too, okay, have called in their ancestors, which had opened that portal for your ancestors to then, you know, obviously help you throughout your life. But what wanted to be put out here is that when we call in the ancestors, you've got to be careful of who you call in. So only call in the ancestors of the highest good and the ancestors that were like appointed to you or anointed to you at birth, because not all ancestors were, we'll say, of the highest good of your path right now, okay? It's like we always should honor them anyway, but it doesn't mean that we can allow them to you know, have some sort of control of things through our lives, all right? So with the karma here, with the I am consciousness, it's kind of like, see, I've written it here as like a circle and how it goes through. But I feel like that's the levels that they were on about, like levels and the depths to it. So you might consciously be aware of something, but then the next step would be like all the subconscious programming to it, to then the realization of it's all energy and fluid. It is like you can manipulate it, sort of thing, to work in your favor. You can remove the things that you don't need anymore and then bring back your re-remembering. I'm getting from childhood. You've been awakened since childhood. You knew what you came here for. So now we've got to unlearn all those patterns that we had learnt in the past. It could also be from past life as well. and the things that you unconsciously or subconsciously actually punish yourself from. So like I said, when it comes to using my gifts, I always felt like I was doing the wrong thing, or I was going to upset people, or, you know, things like that. But that was all just survival. A lot of you that I feel like right now, if you're watching this, you are coming out of survival mode, and it might not be completely clear to you yet. But definitely going through the stages of unlearning and re-remembering, it's actually such a beautiful process. It can be confusing at times, but just know that you can call upon the angels and your guides, as well as God, source, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so let's see if we can pull a couple of cards. I'm seeing a lot of heart chakra green, grounding as well. Like, grounding is so important right now at this time, because to ground out the energy that we have absorbed from other people as well. Oh, that's another one that just came through. So maybe you could be quite empathic, okay? Whoever's watching this, you are quite empathic. And you do take on a lot of other people's energies, because that's just a natural ability that you have. Now, taking on those people's energies without being consciously aware of that, it can actually play out within your life. You know, with things such as, like, you know, you've been around someone who's been really angry, and now all of a sudden you're angry and you don't understand why, and you don't know where it's coming from. It's because it's probably not yours. So grounding is a very good way and connecting with nature, to releasing all those that are not your energy. A lot of things as well, if you have someone sending you negative energy, or, like, you know, envious or jealousy or anything like that, personally, with that sort of things, I would normally transmute it to love and return to sender for those who are not consciously aware of what they are doing. But for those who are consciously aware of what they're doing, and they are doing on purpose, return to sender. Straight up return to sender, and don't even feel guilty about it, okay? But it's up to you. That's my personal thing. Anyways, oh, here we go. Oh, look, here, look, right at the bottom, coming together. I'm hearing it's all coming together. It's like, okay, for some people this could be number 2 as well. So for some people this could be actually coming into a divine connection, a divine relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be in terms of work. I'm going to pull the one that fell, win or lose, number 5. I also get changes. So at the end of the day, when it comes to win or lose, I kind of pick up the fact that there is actually no winning or losing. It's just a matter of lessons and blessings, I guess, is how I perceive it. The sword here has a heart on it and is shoved into the ground, but the ground here is very green, and there's a lot of illumination behind it. So I'm getting something that is very deep-seated within you that has maybe, I'm not going to keep saying lose, because I don't feel like that's the right word for this, but the deep-seated things that maybe are playing out within you and your life right now maybe is keeping you still in survival rather than in your winning, thrive side, right? But I do feel like, because it's intellectually as well, like swords for me signify the mind, so there is something very deep seated there, but I feel like you will know about it very soon. Especially because, like, it's in the dirt. Like, I feel like you could just grab it and pull that out, right? And then we've got rest and reconsider here. He has the divine light shining down on him, as it seems to be like meditating or kind of just reflecting. So like maybe like personal reflecting on your life, where you need to be. Number 9 as well symbolizes completion. Purple as well as crown chakra. We've got number 1 base chakra here. So yes, grounding. I feel like maybe if you could get out into nature and just maybe ponder and reflect upon a few things from your childhood, or a few things that are from survival. If you can't quite do it yourself, maybe you can search what is survival mindsets and things like that, and maybe you can relate to things to it and be like, oh my god, yeah, I do that too, or no, that doesn't happen for me, you know, things like that. So that could be another way. And then maybe meditate on it. I feel like whatever it is, you're going to be getting a download, either like a thought or a vision or something like that about what it is. But the fact that we've got base chakra here, which is root chakra, is definitely, it'll come once you have grounded yourself, and then grounding the knowledge that you receive is what I'm getting here as well. Okay, Spirit, is there anything else here that can be helpful for this beautiful collective? Illumination. Keep hearing illumination. Yeah, reach out. See the levels? See the levels? Oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like the circle that I did. 4 levels, right? And the top bit's kind of like enlightenment. We've got a number 3 here. So I'm also picking up blue. This lady has blue things in her hair here as well. There might be, and there's also blue light here as well. Blue light in the archangels does represent Archangel Michael. Also safety. I'm getting with the root chakra feelings of safety, feeling safe within your body again. For the things that are your highest good, it might feel like maybe you don't feel safe coming out of survival because of the things that you had to learn through survival or that you went through, but they're letting you know, and Archangel Michael's here and he's saying and letting you know that it is safe to move forward. You are safe in expressing yourself, you are safe in using your gifts, and in fact that you are actually being called to use your gifts. And the blue here, win or lose, is also throat chakra. I really pick up throat chakra here. Like maybe you have a fear of speaking up or speaking out, things like that, or being seen, being heard, things like that. Being heard was a big one right there. Again, with the blue, I've just picked up on the blue throat chakra. But there's like hands and levels to it, like you're being guided to each level. I'm also seeing there is a reason in the pause. If you are in maybe if you've had a few shifts and nothing's kind of externally shifted yet, there's a reason for that, okay? I don't think I'm going to be maybe getting the reason why, because I feel like that's a very personal thing. My hands are vibrating right now, like big time. But the levels to it, so like I said, the first one's conscious, second one's unconscious, third one's realization of this energy. It's fluid, it can, you know, it can be transmuted, it can be changed. And then the fourth one's kind of like enlightenment, realizing that you are consciousness and that you can release the karma, because it's all about self-punishment. There's actually no one or nothing holding you back except for the beliefs and the karma that you have, I'm gonna say picked up, I guess, through this time. But just know that nothing is being punished, nothing is bad here. It's all a part of the lesson. Crown chakra, getting downloads. Okay, maybe you guys have been feeling a number 7 here as well. Okay, number 7. There's something really specific about number 7. It's actually a highly spiritual number. I just had 1017 as I read that too. I feel like you'll be getting a lot of downloads, and that your crown chakra will be awakening since being so grounded, like through this. Oh gosh. Yes, okay. Being so grounded through this, that it's allowing your crown chakra to now open, so you will be safe within your journey. Okay. And also I put the crown chakra underneath number 9, which is rest and reconsider, and they're both kind of really similar colors. We've also got open up here again, like I said, with the crown. Also she's wearing a green heart on her necklace, so like maybe heart reopening again. Number 4, stability. I'm getting the fact that it's like above her, she's doing this, like, you know, so I'm getting a lot of crown chakra opening up, and that it's safe to open up. And look at the things kind of peeling away from her. So you may have had a thought that you may be spiraling back down again, but you're not, because these things are coming up for a reason. You're feeling these things for a reason, because they're coming up to try and get your attention. That's what it was. Okay, so we have number 2 here as well. Again, this is, so it says spread your wings. All right, you are safe to be able to spread your wings. And look at the divine connection she's got here coming straight down to her. And it's almost like she's got this bridge leading her straight to the awakening, straight to where she needs to be. You are where you're meant to be right now. And see how this is circled here? All right, it's like that's your target. And look how close you are. If you can think back into the past and you think, oh my God, that dream, that vision that I felt so far away, it's literally within your reach. It's literally within your reach. And she's got her arms open, like heart open sort of thing. Like open your heart, open your mind, allow the divine light to shine through you. We've got another 2 here. Listen. Listen. With listen, maybe getting ears tingling, like like a vibration in your ears. Maybe your ear chakras are being cleansed right now and cleared right now. Also, I'm getting third eye as well, as you can see in the depiction. the energy flowing, right? Like it's vibrating, almost like it's throbbing, but not quite like throbbing. It's like I can't find the word for that. Like expanding is probably the best one I can think for it right now. Expanding. We've got an 8 as well, control. I also get a lot of release, the need to control, because the more we try to control things, sometimes it kind of blocks the things that need to come through. With control, I'm seeing a lot of feathers on him. You may have a Native American background or a shamanic background. The fact that he's got eyes behind him, again, blue. Someone might have blue eyes that is around you, or someone in spirit have blue eyes that have passed on to the other side and they are now helping you. I keep seeing love hearts around people's necks here. Okay, I really do, but the feathers are really jumping at me when it comes to control. And number 8 is also a very highly spiritual number. It's like you have someone watching you. Someone's going to help you, or it could be the divine itself. But this person here is looking down. Like, I really picked up looking down. Or maybe frustration from all the control that you've had, but now you are in your time of self-mastery. You were able to literally live the life that you want. You are a creator. Once you get to that 4th thing, even the 3rd, you realize that you are the creator. You get to create these things, and that you had forced yourself, oh my god, like, get control, that you had forced yourself as a child to, or even as a teenager or in a past life, to not like be in your gifts, be in your power. But now it's time for you to release that control, because they're saying that you are safe to open up. It is completely safe, and in fact it's kind of needed at this time. Okay, Spirit, is there anything else? I'm getting a lot of, like, through all these colors and the numbers, a lot to do with the root chakra, the throat chakra, and the crown. So because it's grounded, it's almost like being grounded in your knowledge, so you are able to speak the truth. You might be someone who is going to be, or is speaking out to a lot of people. A lot of people are hearing and need to hear what you have to say. Is another thing I'm getting, but it's like getting a download from the crown, grounding that knowledge in and speaking the truth is literally what I just picked up from these cards. A lot of enlightenment, a lot of light, like being activated. Yeah, activations. I just thought I'd let that one fall. Awaiting results. Right, look at the grounding, okay? See how she's like kind of grounded in the earth. She's got such gold and things coming up through her roots. And look at the fruit, right? It's bloomed and it's in her heart, okay? Hey, again, my apologies. I had an important phone call come through. That might be specific for someone. I'm going to try and pick up exactly where I had left off, which was number 7. And I got straight to the roots and the fruit that was up here through the heart center, right? It's like it's opening, and this knowledge that you need is coming. Look at this behind it. Now, is that the sun or the moon? Because it looks kind of daytime or kind of evening, I would say it's the sun. She has 2 bushes next to her that are very green, okay? But the fact that she's got the golden light, and look, it's like the golden light also is in the heart and also here. It's like grounding this in, like maybe connecting with nature will give you the answer that you need. She's almost got it. She's almost got it to the fruit. And the fruit itself is a very bright green apple who has a leaf and is hanging on her heart center. She's holding 2 flowers in her hand, looking quite, I'd say peaceful and knowing. She knows where she's going and what she's doing. There's a little bit of gold just underneath the fruit here, but there's only a little bit more. And the fact that I can see a lot of maybe sacral and solar plexus as well opening, but it's going to come through grounding. It's going to come through connecting with nature and grounding. You have a very strong connection with nature. It could be past, it could even be coming from past life, or it could be coming from an ancestor who was on a similar path, and they have gifted you this gift, this knowledge. I know for me that is very specific. I hope I'm not projecting that, but for me, I do have an ancestor who has a shamanic past and the gift that had been passed down onto me, which I am not fully embodied yet. Okay, so that could be specific for someone as well. I also just put it under the number 7 of the crown chakra on top, right? So 7, 7. I really feel like you guys should search up these numbers, because what's going to pop up for you is going to be what you need to hear. Guys, if this is resonating with you, please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, because honestly, I feel like those that are watching, and I know a few of you have been, you will probably be on this journey with me, and I will always post when I feel guided to, okay? It'll always be generally within the week as well, because I tend to go through some downloads and some clearing myself, and then oh, did you guys just see that? I swear I just saw an orb or something then. But then I will post straight after, as soon as I feel guided to, okay? I'm probably going to leave it here for now. If anything comes back up again, I will let it go through. But I love you guys, and I hope this all makes sense for you. Wasn't quite done yet. Distractions. Do not get distracted, and keep your focus on this, on you right now, because there is a lot of distractions out there in the world that is happening right now, okay? Also, I'm hearing you can't save everyone. I know you might want to, okay? But right now you need to save yourself in order to help others. I'm not even saying save yourself, because you're not in any danger or in trouble, okay? You are completely safe. But what I'm saying is, like, free yourself, okay? Free yourself from the mind and into who you are. Awaiting results here. Also, it just came back up again. It came into my mind as I was just about to walk in. So, awaiting results. They are coming. It's like loading. Okay? So, have some love for yourself and some time for yourself. Get out into nature, get some grounding, because it's coming. Okay? Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, or you're trying to get yourself to, or remember, it is coming. Okay? It is coming. The fruits of your labor are ripe. Look, okay, I actually came back up here because I really wanted to try and confirm this for you guys. Straight at the bottom of the deck. Okay, success and growth. Again, with the trees. Again, with the trees. Okay, that's number 8. We have 2 8s, 2 7s, 2 2s, and the rest are just singles. 4s as well, could also be 2 2 again. Success and growth, okay? That's confirmation for you guys right there that it is coming. I've also got another 2, so 3 2s. Refusing to see. It's almost like it's almost like it's blocking yourself from knowing, or blocking yourself from seeing the truth of the situation. Or it's not even the fact that you're blocking, it is you blocking yourself, but it's something of yourself that is not quite conscious, that you're not quite able to receive just yet, but you are being illuminated, so you will. Okay, you will see it. He's got his eyes closed, but his third eye open. Okay, maybe the things that is coming through, you might be like, oh, that can't be me, that's too big for me, or something like that. Do not keep yourself small. All right, do not keep yourself small during this time. Find balance. Yeah, look, I'm keep picking up on the ring here. Okay, the marriage might be specific for someone in this, because we had to come up with partnership as well. There's also, okay, there's marriage, there's baby, there's a book of knowledge, there is a cup, there is also the time thingy, I don't know what they're called, so I apologize for that, and a rose budding. I see this as the Wheel of Fortune, right? Another 2. Oh my God, guys, nature at the bottom of this here, like, go get grounded. You've probably been really urged to go spend some time out in nature as well. But the finding the balance is like the wheel is now turning in the direction that's for you, not against you. Okay, you've got to see and know that you had turned the wheel of karma to work for you at the time, but it was going the opposite direction. Now you've got to like re-pull that and make it go in your direction now. And the way you're going to do that is going to be through your mind. It's going to be through knowing. It's going to be through grounding. It's going to be through an illuminated thought or something like that. But the fact she's grounded, look at this. Look at the power in her hands. I was telling you guys before, my hands were vibrating. Like, honestly, she is making these things bloom. You are very connected to nature. And there's a sun there as well, which I'm going to take that as the sun card, is clarity, healing. The fact that she's grounded, she's got one hand up to the heaven, one hand up to the to the earth, right? As above, so below. You are the one in the middle, right? You are like the connector. And wow, honestly, they're just gonna confirm this, like, again with this, like the Wheel of Fortune is now going to be turning in your favor, not against you for once, right? And you're gonna have your gifts. You're going to have your magic. You're going to step fully into your knowing, into your presence, into who you are. You are going to be able to share your gifts. And for some people, and a lot of us light workers and a lot of us sensitives and healing, like healers, you know, we have kind of hidden in the shadows a bit due to maybe lack of understanding of those around us. But just know that you have these gifts for a reason, okay? And it's going to help you in this lifetime. It's going to help you create everything that you wanted and everything that you needed, because you are a master manifestor, whether you are aware of that or not. And if you're not aware of being a master manifestor, then you are manifesting automatically anyway, whether that be as what you perceive as good or what you perceive as bad. So they need you to know that you are in control. Okay, that's what control is here. You are in control of what you manifest, whether they be unconscious or consciously. So they want you to go get grounded, get the knowledge of what it is that you are manifesting that is not of your highest good, and ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to be with you and maybe clear those things, and only allow yourself to have the highest good to come through. Okay, I'm going to end this with a Mindful Living inspiration card. Okay, so what's an affirmation or an inspiration for this collective, for this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, shivers, that's way too much. I felt like that was a really bad shuffle. Sorry, guys. Okay, asking for help affirmation. Yeah. I am able to ask for help when needed, and I can make good choices about who I ask and how I ask them. This also means I can offer help in return according to my capacity. All right, I love you guys, and you got this. Don't give up yet.